Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to the longest running superhero role playing game on Earth. And today we're going to do some more PvP. With me today is my wife, Rachel,
Hello.
and our son, Christopher.
Hello.
And Rachel today is playing Hound,
hmm
and Chris is playing Rumble. So we're going to start with Hound. Hound, what do you want to be doing?
well, I would like to head into Berlin to search for Bumblebee after receiving his distress call. Um, and I would like to use my holographic ability, illusion, to create a driver and our evil dictator in the passenger seat.
Okay.
That way I can
Yeah,
get through all the checkpoints.
for the listeners, if we say the name of the leader of Germany, I'm worried I'm going to get a strike against us from YouTube. So that's why we're just going to call him the evil dictator. But yeah, it's everybody's least favorite person, the guy with the stupid little mustache. Okay, so you're making a hologram of him in the passenger seat,
Yes.
and then you've got like a generic driver.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I'm going to also just sort of assume, I figure this sort of goes without saying, but um like the Insecticons, they mentioned in G1 that they have something called idento computers,
No.
which seems to be what we see in later series like Transformers Prime and the movies and stuff, where they can scan a thing and then they can turn into that thing.
hmm
So I'm going to assume that at some point you have scanned a German Jeep,
Yes.
right? And so yeah, you're not, giving anybody any reason to question you, right?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So you drive into Berlin. Um, there will be some sort of a checkpoint where people stop you. Um, roll two 10-sided dice for me for a second and just tell me what you get.
Okay. I got a, hang on, got to do math quick. 14.
Pretty good roll. Okay. So your hologram is very convincing, and this sort of nobody guard guy really freaks out when he sees the evil leader of Germany, in the passenger seat. And so they'll do the thing where they click their heels together and salute really hard. And he will say stuff in German. And I'm assuming all the Transformers have comprehend languages.
hmm
I forgot to put it on the character sheet, but as soon as Transformers meet humans in the cartoon, they're just talking. Every
Yeah,
time the Transformers go to an alien planet, they're just talking to people. So I'm assuming that comprehend languages is implied and that therefore you are speaking fluent German. You know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
But that said, you can't speak in somebody else's tone of voice.
I will just have uh my evil dictator hologram looking haughty. Um, not even, like maybe he barely turns his head and nods and then looks straight forward. Like he can't be bothered with this young nobody guard.
Interesting. Okay.
And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. And then uh I, as the holographic driver, will say our leader wishes to see the vehicle that had the glowing blue fire.
I don't think you would know about that.
Okay.
When Bumblebee sent a message to the other Autobots, it was before that, I believe. So I
Okay.
think Bumblebee would have sent the coordinates of that alley.
Hmm.
And if he was broadcasting at the time, he might have yelled or something like that.
Okay. Our leader wishes to see the site of the disturbance during last night's meeting.
Okay. Um, well, give me a roll.
Oh, that's better. That's going to be a 13.
That's pretty good. And this guy only has an IQ of 2, so as far as the actor skill goes, like that's you use the actor skill at default, and everything's great. He will absolutely let you in. He says whatever they say, Yavo or something like that,
Yeah.
and gets out of the way and uh, raises the gate, for you, and you drive on in. Um, so let's go to Rumble for a minute. Rumble, I'm going to say that what's going on is the Decepticons have a deal with the Germans, which you, the player, of course, suggested earlier, but I'm kind of saying this for the benefit of the
Hmm.
listeners. Um, that you thought the reason that they would be working together is the Germans are giving you guys fuel. Um, so I think the Decepticons would see the Germans as there's a phrase from politics class that I can't remember now, but it's like useful idiots or something like that. But it refers to
Hmm.
sort of like both sides have every intention of screwing the other side over as soon as the war is over. But for
Hmm.
right now, you guys have teamed up. So and then in return, we're saying the Decepticons are then giving the Germans technology, which is a pretty scary thought, actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess that'd probably be like Hydra would probably be the division that is sort of like, oh look, we are making transformer blasters and things like that. So okay, so all that said, I'll say that Soundwave is probably the Decepticon that right now is kind of doing science stuff with the Germans, probably the Constructicons too, but where I'm going with this is that if Soundwave is doing science stuff, Rumble would be super bored
Hmm.
and not care at all, right? So what do you want to do to go amuse yourself?
And this is Berlin.
Yeah. And
People are get.
we're like around the middle of the war, midpoint, so like 43 maybe.
Hmm.
You want to just go walk around or something and hope you bump into Hound?
Yeah, I was thinking I might look for some nobody to push around,
That sounds
like
very
just some
Rumble.
human.
Yeah, I mean, and you'd be a problem too. Like to the Germans, you're like a Terminator,
Hmm.
right? Like we think of the cassettes as like nothing, but if you start from that human point of view, you're this unstoppable killing machine. And
Yeah.
then when they see the, whatever, a 30-foot tall robot, they're like, "Oh my God." At any rate, sure. So we'll say you're out walking around and Hound shows up. So Hound, you will see Rumble on the sidewalk.
Okay. Um, uh, my primary mission is to go and find Bumblebee. Um, how far am I from the coordinates?
Oh,
Because if I give myself away now, I'm gonna totally blow the mission and Bumblebee's gonna be stuck.
I understand what you're saying. Um, let me roll dice on my end here. Hold on. Um, you're it's sort of like in the middle of the road, like it's not really super near, you're not really super far away either.
Okay.
You're close-ish.
I'm gonna keep going.
You're just
Uh,
gonna ignore them.
yeah, because I can always come back after I get Bumblebee out of trouble. I can always come back and just beat the crap out of this little punk.
Okay. Um,
Hmm.
I was not expecting that. Okay,
Sorry.
it's fine. So, Rumble, you see Hound.
Do I
Um,
recognize him, or would he just look like any other German vehicle?
give me a roll. And what's your IQ?
14. I have an IQ of 5, and I rolled a
I'm
14.
That's a pretty good roll. I'm shocked that Rumble is that smart.
Huh.
Okay.
That's kind of I was thinking. I thought he'd have like a 1 or something
Yeah,
with that
we
whole
went with
Mirage scene.
we went with the tech specs. Um, okay, so you actually recognize that it's Hound. And
Wow,
I'm
that's
going to
amazing.
say the thing that gives it away for you is I noticed that even though the rest of Hound adopts an Earth mode, the gun in the back of Hound does not.
Hmm.
Ooh.
He's got
His
that stupid
silver
missile
gun in the
thing.
back is always a Cybertronian gun, so you will recognize Hound's gun in the back of a Jeep, and you've seen Hound doing Jeep stuff before, and you know.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
All right.
Attack
Do we
attack
want
our leader.
are we rolling initiative, or
That's fine.
I
Sure.
didn't
Go
know
ahead and
whose
roll
turn it
initiative.
would be.
Well, yeah, just
8.
I
I
was
go
just
on
trying to give you
19.
guys both a little time.
I go on
What's that?
27.
She goes first.
So what are you doing?
I'm not engaging with him.
Driving down the
I'm
street?
trying to get away from him.
I mean, are you obeying traffic laws?
Oh yeah.
So you're moving pretty slow then in
It
a
was
city
like
environment.
15 miles an hour or something.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, because it's like forever ago. That's true. I didn't even think
Yeah,
of.
it's like
Oh no,
43
yeah,
in a
all the
city.
cars do, yeah, a
Uh,
top speed of like 40 on the open road or
that
something
Yeah.
sucks.
stupid. I didn't even think of that. Okay, that's a great point. Okay, so Rumble, on your turn, you're going to go catch up to Hound pretty easily because even in your robot mode, you can fly. All Decepticons can just fly.
Mhm.
But I still have a hologram of our leader, so keep that in mind.
I mean, I
I
was
don't
gonna.
know if Rumble cares.
No, but the Germans around us might. Go
They're
for it.
just human germs.
Go for it. Do it.
I mean, I feel like Rumble does his Terminator shtick enough that the humans aren't really gonna mess with him
Got it.
Mhm.
because Rumble can end a human like effortlessly.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Okay,
Small fry.
so Rumble, it's
So
your turn to attack.
for an auto, I'll talk. I'll be like, "Hey, stop right there,"
Cool.
and I will fire off a shot. What do I got? Weaponry skill of 5. I rolled a 12.
Okay, what's your dex, Hound?
My dex is a 5.
Oh, so you need an 11 or better to hit. You did. How much damage does your gun do, Rumble?
18.
Holy crap. Hound, what's your body?
My body's a 17.
Oh, so you're in the same thing again. That's funny. We keep doing that. Um, okay, so that's 4 points of damage to Hound.
Gotcha.
And then you got one auto. Well, no, you don't. I'm sorry, because you had to fly over. Flight is an
Yeah.
automatic action. And you spoke. So yeah, your turn is done, and now it's Hound's turn.
Well, looks like I gotta deal with this little punk. I'm going to transform. So auto, and then I'm gonna fire my gun at him.
Are you spending an automatic action to maintain your illusion, or are you just letting it go away?
I'm letting it go.
Okay. So you transform, that's an automatic action. You said you're going to shoot him?
Yep.
Okay. So what is your weaponry skill?
My skill is a 9.
What is your dex, Rumble?
I have a dex of 2.
So you need a 4 better to hit,
Let's roll the
Hound.
die.
Get a 3.
I got an 11.
You hit, no column shifts. How much damage does your gun do?
9.
What is Rumble's body?
I have a body of 18.
You need 3 column shifts before you start to damage Rumble.
Mhm.
So that doesn't happen.
Man, I guess Huffer was right when he said that the Autobots weren't fighters.
Oh,
Yeah, we've never played with these two characters, I don't think. So
shots
I have
fired.
no idea what to expect. All right, so we're back to Rumble's turn.
Uh,
Just to let you guys know, we got about 10 minutes before we run out of time on our video.
All right.
is Rum so did Hound move at all? Is he just standing right there?
Just
I'm
standing
just in
there.
the middle of the street.
I'd like to do 2 dice actions then.
Cool.
Fire twice.
Sure.
4 and a 5, 9. So I miss, I believe. I think I needed an 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did a 13.
One column shift. And then what was your damage again? Was it
18.
okay, it was the 18 to 17, right? So Hound, because of the column shift, takes 6 points of damage.
Meh. All right.
Okay, so that was Rumble's 2 turns. It's Hound's turn now.
All right. I'm gonna fire twice.
Okay. You need a 4 or better to hit.
Well, I got double threes.
All right, so that's 6. Then you roll again.
Then I've got, geez, double sixes. I wish someone could verify this.
So that's 12 plus the 6 is 18 so far. Roll again.
Plus 10.
28.
18 plus 10 is 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 column shifts.
Boom.
What is your damage normally? Did you say it was in the 9 to 10 range?
Yes.
And what is your body, the 16 to 18
18.
range? You take 6 points of damage, Rumble.
Ha ha ha.
All right.
And then I'm gonna fire again.
Okay.
Double five. I need our
Okay.
daughter to come in here and verify it.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Then a 10, so that's 20.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 column shifts. Um, so that's 2 points of damage to Rumble.
All right. Guess I'll fire twice.
You'll what?
I'll fire twice again.
Okay.
I missed the first time. Missed the second time.
Okay. Hound's turn.
Yeah. All right. Gonna fire twice. The dice are not with me. I got a 9 on the first try, so miss.
Well, you hit, but do no damage is what
Oh,
that
okay.
is. Yeah.
And then I got an 18.
That's 3 column shifts. So that's another 2 points of damage to Rumble. Rumble's turn.
I'm gonna pull out the pile drivers.
Okay. So your arms transform into huge kind of cylinders that they beat things with. That's your big attack.
And then I'm going to try to create a little earthquake thing.
Oh. All right.
If nothing else, Hound can't fly.
You're right. That's true.
So let's see, I have Earth Control 18.
Understood.
And I rolled
Go
a
ahead and give me a
12.
roll. You got a 12?
Yep.
All right. I mean, it is just massive. I
Bye,
mean,
Berlin.
you're capable of doing like Hiroshima levels of damage, right?
Dude.
So you start beating on the ground and like the street will give way to like the sewer and stuff like that underneath. So Hound, you're going to fall in there. And Hound's not very big. Hound is actually one of the shorter transformers. Um so that's a problem for you. And that'll be Rumble's whole turn. So now Hound's turn is going to be your like give me a roll.
Okay. I have a 13.
Okay. You're not too buried. You know,
Okay.
you're kind of like up to your knees in rubble, but you can sort of, bring your legs up and step out of it fairly easily. So do you want to take a shot, Hound?
Question. Am I small enough to go through the sewer?
It's probably a really small sewer
Yeah.
from whenever that section
Yeah,
of Berlin was
it
built.
wouldn't be great, I think,
Okay.
going back to 1943, you know.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take 2 shots at him.
Yeah, you can only take one because of
Oh,
having to
yeah.
deal with the cave-in, yeah. So,
Okay. So I'll get myself unstuck and then I will take a shot.
okay.
And we have a 14.
All right, that's one column shift, so no damage. You hit him, but do no damage.
Ah,
Rumble's turn.
So did Hound climb up out of the hole?
No,
no, I'm just on the
you've
rubble.
sort of created like almost like a crater kind of a thing here,
Hmm.
and Hound's in the bottom of it. It's just that he was knee deep in chunks of broken concrete. Now he's not. He, brought his legs up and he's standing on the rubble.
All right. I'll fire. Can I do two, or do I have to like move to look in?
No, you're fine. You can do two.
All right. Yeah, I'll fire then.
Okay.
I need an 11, so I miss.
Okay.
And I miss. Oh, wait, no, double twos.
Ah.
uh, double nines.
Ah.
So that's 4 and 18 is 22 plus 16,
Four.
38.
Oh, 38. Holy crap. 8 column shifts.
Oh my gosh. I'm
What
dead.
is it the 16 to 18 range
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
17.
both of you? So,
Hmm.
you take 15 points of damage, Hound.
I'm negative
Knocked
8.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Face
so
is
Hound
fucked.
is knocked out.
I'm gonna
Um,
radio back to Soundwave or whatever
Ah.
then.
okay. Well, that's
I'm
uncool because before Bumblebee was stuck in vehicle mode, and so people
I'm
didn't necessarily know that was Bumblebee, but poor Hound is in robot mode.
no.
So, they will send Reflector because he can split. He has the split power. So the 3 reflectors can grab Hound, and carry him out, kind of like pallbearers in a way. And they will take him to God knows where. I haven't decided yet where they're taking him to.
People probably aren't pretty happy with the crater in the middle of a
Uh,
major
You
road.
know, that was going to be the
it's
epilogue is
exciting.
actual German officials are going to scream at Megatron.
Uh-huh.
Megatron will, of course, fight back and sort of say, I don't really give a crap about your city. But he will tell Soundwave to kind of get you in line. And
Haha.
then when Soundwave addresses you, he goes pretty easy on you, honestly. You know what I mean? Like Soundwave just never seems to lose his cool with the cassettes that I've seen.
Yeah.
So he will, he will just be like, rumble, avoid damage, something like that. Like that's it. That's the end of
Yeah.
your talking to.
I am
Probably
having no
grumble a
luck.
bit.
But that's it. Unfortunately we're out of time. I don't pay for Zoom, so we've got 2 minutes left. Is there anything you guys wanted to say just to finish this one off?
I'll get him in the next round, chum.
All right.
No, I don't have anything.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you to everybody who listened to this.
Yep.
Um, as always, it would really help us out on our end if you hit like. Make sure you're subscribed, by the way, because we did notice we just lost a bunch of subscribers yesterday. And some of my friends who also have YouTube channels also lost subscribers. So that's something YouTube did. So when I've been saying this whole time, make sure you're still subscribed. This is the time to check for sure. Make sure you're still subscribed. Ring the bell so that you do know when we drop another video. and leave us a comment because that really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. So from all of us to all of you, happy Father's Day. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.